We're going bowling. Just pumped up for the guys. So much has gone into us being in this position. You know, we always talk about starting fast, but it's about the finish. And we've been down a few times. And I think that's the largest comeback in school history. Yes. That's awesome. In a tough environment like this, but the guys just kept battling. Defensively, you know, Jake Hansen's back in Champaign. Wale Batiku, Milo Eifler went out first couple of plays. Those young guys just stepped up. Dawson DeGrew, Kalon Tolson, guys that you don't know an awful lot about. It's always about taking the football away. Sidney Brown getting his first touchdown. All those plays were big. But we were behind and we need to score points. And I thought Brandon Peters was outstanding throughout. Josh Bebe, Caleb Reams, Donnie Navarro. We put Donnie Navarro on scholarship this week based on just plays the guy has made. I could talk about everybody. I thought Coach Smith did an outstanding job of bringing us back with his calls. So a lot has gone into this. You know, you can imagine the excitement in our locker room. It's just a feeling that everybody should get a chance to go through. So pumped up for the football team, and all we've accomplished, though, is we know that we're going bowling somewhere, but we have 2 more games to go and so much more to still play for. I'll take your question.
Coach, what did you notice at the beginnings of the special season?
I'm sorry?
What did you notice at the beginnings of the special season?
I mean, going into the season, we felt good about, you know, and after we started early on, but I know we were 2-4. There was a period of time we were 2-4. And a lot of people were jumping off the bandwagon, doubting what we could do. But, you know, we had Nebraska down by 14, played Michigan tough and came back. So the guys know how to come back. Even last week against Rutgers, I mean, we had to play better ball in the second half. But we've seen signs throughout of us being able to play good football. I don't know exactly when, but a lot of those times told us.
Coach, we have
hold on a second, Bob. We got some microphones here. Please use those.
Coach, we asked you after Wisconsin, was that your biggest win? You talked about some other games. How about this one in terms of just the magnitude of coming back?
That was a big win now.
Right, I get that.
You know, but no, this is, of course, the biggest win that we've had. As we went into this week, Bob, we talked about this being the biggest game we played since we've been here, this group of people. So definitely this is the biggest win. And the way we won the game, that was tough duty. We'll remember this one.
Coach, Josh Whitman, he's been through one of these games. What did you guys say? What did he say to you? I know you don't like to share that.
Well, if you saw us, I mean, just a lot of excitement. I mean, Josh, of course, has been outstanding. Josh is pumped up on a couple of different levels. One, being a former Fighting Illini player, to see our football team come back and being our leader. I mean, everything we've asked for, he's given us. So, Josh, we need a new facility. It's there. And just support throughout. Continue to believe in us. And there's a lot of people that have continued to believe in us, but you want your boss to be the main one, and he's been that way.
Coach, what can you say about Brandon's performance? You know, he throws that interception, and then he comes down and throws the game-winning touchdown.
It's always about, I'm going to say the same thing, you know, coach talk is always about how you finish. Brandon would be the first guy to tell you he'd like to have that ball back. But we got another opportunity, you know, to do something special. And that's what you judge quarterbacks on. How do quarterbacks play when the game is on the line, when you're down and you have to make plays? And he's been outstanding.
Coach, 4th and 17, it looks like they have you basically dead to rights, and then Josh makes that catch. Is that one of the most clutch catches you've seen?
It's hard. I mean, game's over. It's no bowl games, no celebration. If line doesn't block, Baby doesn't make the play, of course, Brandon didn't get it there. Pretty special. That's one for the memory book for sure.
Lovie, you look at this team, you had the ball at the 1 yard line. It took you like 5 or 6 times to get it in. A lot of teams could have folded against a defense like that. Does that kind of drive that stand there to get that touchdown? Is that this team basically in one little kind of sequence right here?
Yeah, again, I'm going to say it's how you finish. You just have to keep fighting. It's always about the next play. there was some disappointment, but there were a lot of disappointing moments in that game. But you don't have time to harp on it. You have to move on to the next play. As it turned out, we didn't give them an opportunity to get the ball back. So it all worked out the way we needed it to.
Coach, did you see who lifted you in the air and what was that reaction like?
I can't remember an awful lot about. I just know that there was all kind of excitement there. Got most of my family there. My little grandson Jackson is there. He's going to remember this forever. So I just know that the excitement, and if you just see our players, the faces, and how much joy, they know what they've gone through to get to this point. As I say it out there, I mean, for some programs, getting to a bowl game may not be that big of a deal. But for our program where we are right now, we needed to cross this hurdle to be able to take some more big steps.
Lovie, this is a bigger picture, but how do you build character of a team that doesn't quit?
You say, how do you build it? Oh, I think an awful lot goes into that. You just don't build it. I mean, there's a long time. That's a long time of building this football team, I'll say, on exactly how we want to portray ourselves outward and just who we want to be. It's always about character and what you do and what you say when no one is looking. And say we definitely have character. It's a special group. It's hard to say exactly how a group comes together and you have a special season, except for these guys have been through an awful lot. A lot of them have stayed. We have a special senior group. We have 5 captains that really lead by example and do it the right way. So many guys, the Kenyon Jacksons of the world, if you know them at all, I think some people deserve to win. We have a bunch of guys that deserve to win.
Lovie, what was the mood at halftime? Because it seemed like it could have been a lot worse, but for takeaways and big plays on offense, 18 points down didn't seem too bad.
Well, I think experience teaches you an awful lot. And we've been in this situation before. We were down by 28 points, of course, to Michigan, and we came back. So when you've done it before, and at the same time, they don't crown the champion after one half of ball. And we knew that going out that we would have to stop them. Couldn't let them get a drive. They moved down there, but to keep them to a field goal and then just give an offense a chance.
Coach, can you talk about what were you guys like going into the locker room at halftime, and what did you say to them during halftime to motivate them and turn this thing around?
I don't know if you say anything. We went over the things that we did wrong, the corrections we needed to make, our game plan. We got a game plan together on what we thought we needed to do. Besides that, there was disappointment. We were down, the biggest game of our life, and we didn't play our best ball. We're all thankful, though, that we had another half of football. And we knew if we came back out and played ball, we would have a chance. Just next play. We talked about just the next play, putting, good plays together, and that's what we're able to do.
Lovie, it seems like a while ago now, but like about a month ago, you guys were 2-4, and now seems like you keep doing first after first for the program. What does it just mean to keep reaching these milestones?
Well, that's what's happened. That's reality. And once you get momentum, it's hard to stop momentum once you get it, and that's what we need. We're really excited about where we are right now. The season isn't over, and that's what's really exciting. Next game up, Iowa's up next. We have, of course, history with them. They embarrassed us last time on our home turf. Of course, we have our rival coming up, so a lot more football to go.
Lovie, when you look back at this game, how important were those interceptions late in the first half that even though you might not have scored off of both of them, that was a huge play to keep them out of the end zone?
Oh, there were so many big plays. Of course, getting that touchdown right before the half. But every takeaway, it's about that. It's not a good – at the University of Illinois, it is not a good defensive game unless we can take the ball away. And it can't be a great game unless we can score. So to be able to do that, I think, 3 weeks or so, is that 3 weeks in a row we scored a defensive touchdown? That's hard to do. But the guys buy in. And it's not like it's a shock when that happens.
Just kind of following up on that with Sidney Brown's touchdown, just what did you see on that play? And also just your defense being able to turn into blockers right away and avoid any penalties on that play.
Well, that's the mindset. It's one thing, okay, we have a goal to take the ball away, but the first goal on defense is to score. And normally when you get an interception like that, if you can beat that first wave of skill guys, you have linemen that you should be able to get by. I think we blocked the quarterback, so I just know that's our mindset to get it in the end zone. We needed that play at that time.
Lovie, what is it about Brandon's personality that allowed him to stay composed and not get rattled there down in the fourth quarter?
Well, I think it's just what you said. You know, it is his personality where you can't be too. This game, there's so much emotion in the game, but certain positions can't get too high or too low. And that's, you guys know Brandon. That's who he is, and that's what you need. You need your quarterback to be even keeled and know that it's always about that next play, and that's exactly what he's about.
You have a four-game winning streak now, which, again, another milestone. Talk about that.
It's big for our program. As we continue to build, you know, we talked about what we needed to do is with Josh to get that facility in place. But the final piece for our program was to put a better product on the football field. Simple as that. Win 4 Big Ten games like that in a row says that there's a better product on the football field. So it's big for us.
We know this is big for the players, but what does this just mean to you personally? When you first came to Illinois, I know it's a long time ago now, but your 4 years, this is the year that you said that you're going to see the best product you've had on the field, and now it's all starting to come to fruition.
Well, it's just hard for me to talk about personal things that I'm feeling right now. I'm just so pumped up for our team. And, you know, as a head football coach, if the team is really feeling good, I'm really feeling good. We're all really feeling good right now. But this is how we envision it. I mean, when the Smiths donated $20 million, Stu Lebnick, when he donated $5 million, I mean, they kind of saw these things right here happening. So how does it feel for me? I'm overjoyed, believe me. You know, still waters run pretty deep. I'm overjoyed. Can't really express exactly what I'm feeling right now.
Lovie, what would you say to recruits now after you're bowl eligible with 2 to play and with a chance to maybe win 7 or 8 games?
You know, just get on board as much as anything. We have the program headed in the right direction. Recruiting is big for us. I mean, we have a bye week. We're going out. Be a lot easier recruiting next week as we go out talking about Illinois football than some of the previous bye weeks we've had. That's what I'd say. Thank you.
I mean, Lovie, have you ever been hoisted at midfield by your players before? When
No,
was the
I
last
mean,
time?
again, there's a lot of overwhelming things that happen, and this is all new. So, no, it's the first time we've been in this situation. But natural emotion for young people, it's good to see. Good to see. Thank you.